Welcome. It's great to see you all. Um, I'm Dale. I'm the COO of Field Team 6, and we're great to see you all. This is Cirque du Democracy, and whether you're a volunteer, a donor, or someone who's a volunteer or donor curious, we need you here. In political disasters, you are the first responders. You all are here because you find it better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. In America's greatest hour of need, you're not throwing up your hands, you're rolling up your sleeves. And together, we are going to save the oldest modern democracy and ensure it survives Trump, the greatest threat since the Civil War. If anyone can do it, you can. At this point, I would like to introduce you to my friend and the executive director and newly restarted computer, Jason Berlin.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We got 53 people here. Wonderful. A mighty crew. We are living through dark times right now, and you know that, and that's why you're here. And you are the light against the darkness. So in all that we've done already up to this point and are doing right now, there is huge hope. So yes, I'm Jason Berlin, founder of Field Team 6. For anyone who is just at your first Field Team 6 event, Field Team 6 is a volunteer army on a mission. Registered Democrats save the world. That's what we have been busy doing since we started just after the 2018 midterms. And Field Team 6, from then till now, is the one and only national organization proudly registering Democratic voters. All year, every year, in every battleground state and flippable House district where just a few votes decide elections. With no bureaucracy, we are agile, we're creative, we are adaptable. We do partisan voter registration at the largest scale and lowest cost ever seen in progressive organizing. We do digital outreach via email, text, and postcard. And what we are looking to do right now is massively scale up our in-person voter drives in swing districts across the country so that we can take back the House decisively in the 26 midterms. We're also, of course, focusing this year on the big elections in Virginia, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey, just coming up so soon in November. Those are super important. We must win all of those to put us on track, to put us on a good trajectory, increase our momentum, and make sure we take back the House and stop MAGA fascism cold in the midterms. So Field Team 6 has only 3 paid staff, including me. We are now up to almost 37,000 volunteers across the country, covering every single state and Puerto Rico. And crucially, we have a volunteer staff of between 60 and 100, depending on the point in the election cycle. So these are super qualified, super talented people who have offered their expertise and heart and hard work to lead and be part of over 20 specialized teams. Our volunteer staff really is responsible for all the good that we do. And that volunteer staff is what we're here to talk about tonight. You'll hear, and to get you to join, you'll hear what opportunities we have and figure out where you can fit in, because in this massive fight, we need you. Our goal is to stop MAGA fascism cold in 26 by taking back the House and to crush it completely in 28. To do that, we need to launch the biggest in-person voter drive campaign since civil rights. To do that, we're going to need the biggest support staff ever built for our in-person voter drives. That is exactly what we have plans to do. We specifically need you to lead and be part of 11 teams that will all support each voter drive that a volunteer drive leader puts on the calendar. So here's how this hour will work. We're going to do 3 rounds. In each round, a few of our team leaders, because we don't want to hear from all 11 in a row. There's too much. We're going to break it up, 3 rounds. Each round, a few of our team leaders will give you a super quick intro to what their team does and how you can help. And then we'll, for example, 4 team leaders in the first round. and then we'll put all 4 of them up on the screen and we'll do a Q&A about those 4 teams specifically. And then, because it's Field Team 6, we'll have a mini quiz show and bring up 3 contestants from the audience to win glory and life-changing prizes. And then we'll go to the next round. So at any point during this call, you can click on our links in the chat. They'll be dropping now and periodically throughout the event to sign up for one or more of these teams. And please indicate there's a short form you fill out, and at the bottom you can indicate which team or teams you're interested in joining. Make sure to put the name of the teams in there, or to sign up for any volunteer opportunities we have, or to donate to fuel this democracy-saving project. That really is what this will do. Registering Democrats to vote is the #1 most effective, fastest way to win elections and change the balance of power, and it's completely overlooked. The Democratic Party for the last 20 years has done about 0 voter registration. It falls to the grassroots. 99% of the grassroots is about getting out the existing voters. 1%, that's us over here, where we are in charge of registering the new ones, bringing the new ones in and feeding that beast. So every donation helps, every volunteer hour helps. So you'll see the links in the chat. And just to give you an overview of the whole call, we'll drop in the chat, if we haven't already, the full menu of the 11 teams you're about to hear from, divided by round. So yes, if you have questions, as you're hearing about each of these teams, please drop your questions in the chat with the word ask in front in all caps, so we can see quickly and harvest those questions from the chat. And now, ding, ding, time for round 1. Introducing the leader of our concierge team, Joanne.
Hello, everybody. I'm Joanne. I'm leading the concierge team. So the concierge team is here to hold the hand of any volunteer who wants to hold a voter drive. And so when a volunteer posts a voter drive on our mobilized calendar, someone from the concierge team will reach out to them, make sure they have everything they need, including a super duper voter drive kit, and we'll figure out if they have a good location and anything else they might need, supplies, anything. So the concierge team will be the single point of contact between Field Team 6 and the volunteer voter drive leader. And every time a drive is posted, the concierge team will alert all the other teams that there's a new drive. And this team also follows up with each volunteer drive leader after the drive to see how it went. So volunteers will be making phone calls to voter drive leaders, answering all their questions, and alerting other behind-the-scenes teams about each drive via email. We will train you in any and all of this. And now I'm going to hand it over to our next team, the mobilized team. There's Sharon.
Hello, I'm Sharon, and I am heading up the Mobilize team, also known as the MOBS team. Mobilize, if you haven't used it, is the website where we and a lot of other organizations post all of our voter drives and all of our other events. And this website allows our drive leaders and volunteers who host events to keep track of signups and communicate with their volunteers. And when a volunteer voter drive leader posts a new event, we will leap into action. So the MOBS team makes sure that each new drive on Mobilize has the proper graphic, the proper language, the proper tagging, and all the host contact information so that it shows up in searches and it shows up on the volunteer ops page on the Field Team 6 website. And when people who are looking for events in a particular state, we want to make sure that when they press the button, it goes to the right events and whatnot. If you are a detail-oriented introvert, you will be a great volunteer for our team, and I will show you everything you need to do. It includes logging into Mobilize, checking that each drive has been formatted correctly with all necessary data, checking the fieldteam6.org volunteer ops page to make sure all the drives show up where they're supposed to show up, and requesting new buttons on the website from Dale if it is necessary. Next is the eBlast team with Corey Alpert. Take it away, Corey.
Thanks, Sharon. So I'm Corey. I'm the chief strategist here at Field Team 6. So anytime a volunteer posts a new drive anywhere in the country, the eBlast recruitment team will help recruit volunteers for it. So we have almost 37,000 volunteers all across the country, all housed in a in a great shiny database. Um, when that new drive comes in, we'll build a list of people in a 50-mile radius, more if you're in a more rural place, and send out a recruitment email to them. Basically, trying to get volunteers for any of the drives happening all over the country, because, like Jason said, we need a massive effort from everywhere. So we need to be able to let people know. Volunteers for the eBlast recruitment team are trained on our online platform. It's called Every Action. If you've ever used Van or NGP or anything in that suite of technologies, that it's all in the same thing. We'll train you on that so you can pull lists of volunteers and help send that email out. So some data savvy is helpful, some experience volunteering or working on a campaign is helpful, but not necessary. We'll do all the training that you need. And we have a great support team to help with that. So we'll handle all the training, but we'd love if you're interested in data and helping move data around, that's the team for you. So on to the next team, Beth.
Hey guys, I'm Beth and I am helping lead the writers team. So that recruitment email you just heard about, that's what we'll be writing. And our volunteers will be writing the template email for each of our 29 target states, then modifying the template by plugging in the details that are for each specific drive, and then emailing that to the email blast recruitment team so they can send it out. So that's where if you've got a creative streak, if you've got a love for language, or you just have a hunch that your words can move people, that's who we want on this writers team. We want people that are excited to help get the message out and turn people from a maybe into a big enthusiastic I'm in, and that with a little wit, a little fun, maybe you're good at sending out text or emails. Those are the kind of people that would be really helpful in this writers team, and just that little nudge to get the words out there, make a difference, and would love to have you guys join the writers team if that's your kind of thing, your niche. Thanks.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. I was busy clapping. I didn't realize I'm supposed to be talking. That was great. That was great. Thank you so much, Beth and Sharon and Corey and Joanne. Okay, now let's open it up to Q&A about any of these 4 teams, and our events team will drop the names of the 4 teams in the chat just to remind you what you just heard about. It's also not too late to add your questions about any of these teams in the chat right now with the word ask in front in all caps. And Dale, can you pluck out some juicy ones for us?
I can, and if we can keep the questions directed to this program and to the teams, rather than questions about the general state of the world or what DIMS are doing in general, that would be helpful. Okay, so at this point, there is an ask from Chris for the eBlast team. What is the time commitment? And actually, that's a good question for all of these teams, right? So maybe I could just answer this in a more generic way. So part of the reason why we set up teams of volunteers is because we know that everybody has lives, and a lot of people have kids and jobs and people that they take care of that are not their kids, and et cetera. And people have to go on vacation and people have to travel for work, et cetera. So one of the reasons that we set up teams of volunteers is we are always happy when we see you, and we're never mad at you if you have to go away. And so if there's another 2 or 3 people who can pick up the slack while you're out, and then you pick up the slack when they're out, it all works great. So time commitment is really, what do you have to give? And if you have some time to give, then you're good for one of these teams. If you have no time to give, you're less good for one of these teams. But we're still glad you're here. But if you have any time at all, that can be helpful. And so you're not committing to a full-time job here. It can just be an hour or 2 a week, or if you have 3 or 4, or if you're Wayne, it's 60 hours a week at least. Anybody knows Wayne, that's going to be really hilarious.
Oh, here's a question for the mobilized team. Is this a daily ask?
What do you guys think? I mean, it seems like it'll depend upon the other like how many drives are set up, and how many people join our team. So generally, I mean, I can only speak for the way it works on our postcarding team. People take things as they're able.
Yeah.
So you kind of, as Dale said, you take as little or as much as you can. If you can do an hour or two a week, that's great. If you can do more, that's great too. It's just kind of how much you can take on, and we don't really know how much it's going to be just yet. Hopefully a lot.
David asks, if there's more than one team you might be interested in, what do I do? And the answer is put the two teams that you're interested in, or three if you're interested in all three, put those all down on the form when you fill it out and just say, I'm interested in these three teams. And what that means is our volunteer intake team is going to forward you to the team leaders, and they're gonna put you to work, or they're gonna say, you know what, we have plenty of volunteers right now. If you're interested in one of the other two teams on this list, you should work with them first, and then if we need more help later, we're going to contact you or something like that. So don't worry, just go ahead and say which teams you're interested on, even if it's more than one team. And by
Yes.
the way, the goal here is to get 200 to 300 new drives a week going up. So having the people from this call be the teams, it won't be enough ultimately. If we actually build that capacity, we'll need additional volunteers. We'll have other events like this to get even more volunteers to come on the teams. So don't worry, you're not taking on anything more than you can handle. Don't worry.
Right. And where we're starting right now, just to, with 200 drives a week as the goal, that's huge. What we have right now is 19 total on the calendar. So our first goal is, do this in bite-sized chunks. So work up to 25 a week. That'll be amazing. 100 on the calendar for the next month. That's a huge step up. So, you're not going to be overwhelmed from the beginning, just to let you know that. The concierge team, I just want to add one more comment about this before we move on to the next round. Our goal with this is, as good organizers, we want to make hard things easy. So we want to make it the lightest lift. If someone says, say they take Joanne's training, how to lead your own voter drive in a swing state, and they're like, yeah, okay, maybe I'll try it. The concierge team reaches out to them, talks to them, asks whatever they need, sends out a voter drive kit. More on that later, but it's a physical kit with all the clipboards, everything you need. Stickers, t-shirts to make it fun. And it's just it's going to be qualitatively different as a volunteer experience than anywhere else you do a voter drive.
Is it time for our first quiz?
Oh, yes, it is.
I think it is. All right. So if you look down at the bottom of your screen, of your Zoom screen, there is a little heart, and underneath it, it says react. So if you click on that, you should be able to raise your hand. So the first three people to raise their hand are going to participate in this first quiz for a prize. There's Janice. I'm waiting for two more. There's Cheryl. There's Denise. Okay, we got three. If we can bring those three up on screen, I will ask our first quiz questions.
And this is the prize. This is the prize that you are competing for. A sticker pack.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what about that? So you're going to get a package of 100 stickers. And they're all these issue stickers. Environment, oligarchy, Black Lives Matter, etc. So you're going to get a pack of stickers if you get these answers correct. Okay, so if we can get Janice, Cheryl, and Denise on
Sorry,
screen.
Dale, it's not giving me that option for people who aren't co-hosts right now, so.
I
sorry.
see.
So
Okay,
sorry.
so if those folks can just type in the chat their answers when I
Yeah,
ask these questions.
I'll make them co-hosts. Can I do
Oh,
that?
thanks, Jason.
Making them all, here we go. And now they're all co-hosts.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
All right. Okay, here we go. Everybody ready? All right, question number one. And somebody else I'm reading the question, so somebody else will have to see who raises their hand first. Or and it can be like physically on screen, is just raise their hand there, or they can do it with a reaction.
I'm so sorry. It's giving me no option to do this. I don't know what's up. So they're gonna have to put their hands up and down in their little screens.
Here, let's see. Let's see. Adding spotlight. I can do it for some reason.
Thank you. I don't know why it's not letting me do it.
Uh,
Weird.
Denise, it won't let me do. Okay.
That's who I've been trying to do.
Oh, it's because they're not on camera.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, can you start your video, Janice and Denise? If you can do that, then we can make you.
There we go.
All righty.
There we go. Perfect.
Janice, as soon as you, oh, there you are.
She's on. She's good.
Okay.
Terrific.
And let me add spotlight. There we go.
got it.
Sweet.
Okay, the question number one. Which of the following does Trump have legal authority to do? A, fire Lisa Cook from the Fed. B, fire the chief economist of Goldman Sachs. C, fire the president of another country. D, fire himself out of a cannon.
Oh, Janice.
Who's
Fire himself out of a cannon.
there we go. Janice piped up first. So Janice gets some stickers. Janice, if you can email me at dale@fieldteam6.org and give me your address, we will send you the stickers. Oh, wait.
All right.
Wait, didn't we have one more question before we were supposed to give a winner away?
We do.
Oh, shoot. Janice, you may or may not get the stickers. Hang on. Here we go. There's question number 2. Democratic frontrunner from New York City, Mayor Zohran Mamdani, recently held a scavenger hunt with a Z. Why, in multiple videos, was Mamdani holding a bag of Hare's sour cream and onion potato chips? A, he suffers from a rare sour cream deficiency. B, he's famous for always eating while speaking to camera. C, he is compelled to redistribute chips from the wealthy to the working class. D, he was throwing shade on an Eric Adams advisor hiding a bribe to a reporter in a bag of Hare's sour cream and onion potato chips.
I don't have a clue.
A, B, C, or D? Anyone?
Read them
See.
again.
I'm going to read him again. Okay. A, he suffers from a rare sour cream deficiency. B, he's famous for always eating while speaking to camera. C, he is compelled to redistribute chips from the wealthy to the working class. Or D, he was throwing shade on an Eric Adams advisor hiding a bribe to a reporter in a bag of Hare's sour cream and onion potato chips.
Is it D?
D.
Is it D?
I think we all have
we
it.
we got a simultaneous. I think Janice said A. Denise, did you say D?
Yeah.
I said D
too.
I think everybody said D. And so since Janice got the first question and the second question, Janice gets the stickers. So Janice, if you can email me at dale@fieldteam6.org, give me your address, we'll send you some stickers. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Good
All right,
job.
that concludes round 1. Ding, ding. Time for behind the scenes teams round 2. The events team will drop in the chat the 4 teams you're about to hear from in round 2. Remember, these are all teams that you can join as a partner, as a volunteer. So it's the partnerships team, the Drive Scout team, the social media asset team, and the QC team. First up, introducing our partnerships team, give it up for Rusty.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rusty. Partnerships. So people are constantly reaching out to Field Team 6 to participate in our campaigns or come to our events. I think by last count, the last 2 cycles, the numbers were somewhere comfortably north of 30,000 volunteers. Partnerships is a team, though, that at the same time is doing outreach to other organizations, trying to find organizations we can connect with, people with volunteers who want to work with us. And you would join partnerships if you're passionate about voter reg and you at least like the idea of talking to people about voter reg and other organizations and getting them to come work for us. If that sounds interesting, drop a email to partnerships@fieldteam6.org. Or if you have questions, and I'm happy to get on a call with anybody and kind of talk through in more detail what we do. You've heard a lot about voter reg and our efforts to really focus on in-person voter reg this cycle. So for example, partnerships will be reaching out to organizations pretty much all over the country, looking for people who want to join a voter reg drive or lead a voter reg drive or help out in any way we can. Just on time commitment, I know that's an issue that some people said. We have 6 people now on the partnerships team. We will take whatever time you can give. We can modulate up and down to, if you're busy and don't have a whole lot of time, we can give you a little bit of work. And if you're interested and want to take on more, there's plenty to do. I think that's it. Let's turn it back to, I think, Jason on the app.
That's right. Hello again. I am still Jason, and just for now, I'm heading up the Drive Scout team. What the heck is Drive Scout? Drive Scout is a new website, a web app that I put together with a lot of help from my AI coder friend, Claude. So the idea is that you decide, okay, I want to lead a voter drive. Where should I hold it? Drive Scout is here to show you the closest swing district college campuses to where you are. College campuses are the best place ever to hold voter drives. And let me just show it to you super fast. Here it is. Drive Scout. With just one button, find closest swing district campuses, click, and I'm in LA right now. It shows me CA 27, 21 miles away. Rep. George Whitesides is the Democratic representative there. It is a swing district. Click on any of these and I can see College of the Canyons, CSUN, and these are rated high, medium, or low for how how good the chances are that you'll have a good voter drive there. You mouse over, you'll see perfect place for voter drive, good place for a voter drive. With one click of this button, this takes you to our page to set up your own voter drive. Here's how far away it is from your location. You can click on directions. If you want to look at the entire country, you can go to full Drive Scout controls if you're a nerd like me and see all of the 63 swing districts that we're targeting across the country. Zoom in, click on any of them, see where the campuses are that you should go. So I'm going to stop sharing. What I will need help with is maintaining and updating this app as district lines change. They're about to change in Texas, hopefully in November. After November, they also change in California. They may be changing in many states because this is the ultimate challenge round. This election cycle, we are in a battle. And so some tech savvy will help. Website experience is helpful, but not necessary. I don't have any personally, and I built it. So I can show you how to tweak it, update it, keep it maintained. Any volunteers helping with the Drive Scout team will use Claude AI to debug the web app as necessary, add or subtract colleges from CSV documents, upload updates to the GitHub repository, and generally keep the app updated and working smoothly. If those words don't make any sense to you, that's okay. They didn't to me a few weeks ago. It can all be explained. I can train you up. And hopefully, though, you know more than I do about GitHub, Netlify, and websites in general, which is a very low bar. All right. Time to meet Kendra with our next team.
Hi, I'm Kendra, and I'm heading up the social media asset team. What does that mean? Those cool posts that you see from Field Team 6 about protecting democracy or different different focuses that we have going on, those are all maintained by the social media asset team. Specifically, going forward here, every time a volunteer posts a voter drive, Field Team 6 will use our well-oiled social media megaphone to promote that drive. We'll create state-specific voter drive posts or social media or update existing posts. We call those posts assets, which is why we're the social media asset team. And they're tailored specifically to multiple platforms, including Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, and some others sometimes. We make sure that the new voter drive city is mentioned and remove any cities whose drives have passed, and test and confirm the links in the post to the actual voter drive page on Mobilize. We work with our social media software, Socia. You do not need to have any social media experience to use this. If you're a heavy social media user, great. You'll get to be involved behind the scenes and see it all the way through. If you are completely sworn off social media, like me, it's okay. You can still do this and still be a part of the process, even though you're not posting stuff on the different platforms. Some tech savvy is helpful, but it's basically, Socia is once you get trained up on it, which we will do with you, it's fairly straightforward to use, and you can make a huge difference behind the scenes. And that's it. Dale, take it away.
Thank you. So I'm sitting in today for Tammy, who leads our QC team. The QC team cross-checks the information for each new voter drive between Mobilize, Socia, our social media software, and Wix, our website, to make sure that new dates and times are added or as voter drives pass or information stays accurate. Volunteers on this QC team will do detailed searches of social media assets on Socia, Mobilize events, and this volunteer ops page on our website to make sure past events are removed, new events are added, and everything visible is accurate. So you don't have to know anything about this software because we'll happily train you, but it'd be handy if you come with a hereditary need for details to be 100% accurate. Jason.
Here we go. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dale and Rusty and Kendra. All right, now let's open it up again to Q&A about any of these latest 4 teams. And you'll see our events team has just dropped the names of these 4 teams in the chat to remind you, because we're moving fast here. So we got the partnerships team, the Drive Scout team, the social media asset team, and the quality control team. That to make sure all the details are correct.
That's right. So I'm actually Tammy in this scenario. So if you're interested in asking questions about the QC team, ask them to me. If you're interested in asking questions about the partnerships team, ask them to Rusty. If you're interested in asking questions about Drive Scout, the app, ask them to Jason. And if you're interested in asking anything about the social media team, ask them to Kendra.
I see a question about Drive Scout that asking, how did we rate the colleges? It's a 100-point scoring system that factors in enrollment size for each college, campus size, the type of school it is. Community colleges have always been the best for us, and open quad areas. And it was checked 3 times by Claude and once by me. That's every single one of the 63 districts we got.
Any other questions?
Let me see. Judy is having a problem with the links in the chat. Let's see.
I'm just gonna give Judy a let's see, where did that message go? I have a link for Judy, but I can't find her now.
Karen was asking about, are we supposed to find new groups, or do you all have a list? And I see Rusty give a good answer. Yes, we do have a list of a ton of orgs that we've worked with in the past. And yes, we're also always reaching out to new ones.
Fran, yes, we are readily available to help with questions as they arise. Of course, yeah, you don't have to make stuff up, but we absolutely. Our team leaders are well versed in what we're doing here. A lot of them have been volunteers for years with the organization, but anything that's new, absolutely can ask one of the staff members, and we're absolutely able and happy to answer questions. Judy, I'm just going to post in the chat the link to our volunteer sign up. That's really the only link you need uh, if you want to sign up for one of these teams. So just say which team you want to sign up to, and there you go. All right, I'm not seeing any other questions. So should
One more. We got one
Rusty,
for
I think.
Rusty.
Oh.
So it's good. So the outreach we're doing now. So I guess we get a little.
Actually, can you repeat the question just so everyone knows it?
Question. Do we see much of the partnership work right now as being outreach to existing partners or cold call outreach to orgs that aren't aware of FT6 at all? So I can't imagine anyone is unaware of FT6, but we do have a list of, call it 300, 350 contacts that we are working our way through to reach out. Those are people that have worked with us in the last couple of cycles, or just people we've been connected to that we've identified as good targets. We will get through those pretty quickly, like, matter of weeks, I would think, or less. And so we will then be layering in a lot more outreach. And so if you know of organizations, that's another thing. If you'd like to be in partnership or you want to just help out, finding organizations is really helpful. We can find Indivisible and Swing Left and those, but finding the Childless Cat Ladies of Northern Virginia is a little harder. They don't have as much of a web presence. We do know, in fact, the Childless Cat Ladies of Northern Virginia. But if you know the Childless Cat Ladies of Southern Ohio, those guys would be great. So finding other organizations would be a big part of it. And part of that is research and just connecting to people and saying, who do you know? Hope that answered the question.
Yeah, and just a reminder that this particular partnerships team is for the in-person drives. So really what it is once a new drive goes up, it's searching through the list of partners that we have already to see if there's anybody with volunteers on the ground near that drive. What we're trying to do is use partnerships to add capacity to a drive that just got put up. So it's not necessarily always finding new partners. It's just making sure that the partners that are there know about this new drive that just popped up. Jason, there is a question from David in the chat. What kinds of permits and permissions are required to set up a college campus drive?
None, absolutely none is the good news. So that is a very common, totally reasonable question. I asked for permission at Fullerton College to do a voter drive about 6 years ago, and I'm still waiting. So the answer is you just go and do the drive. Voter registration is constitutionally protected activity on all public property. That includes public colleges and a lot of public-private property. It's also constitutionally protected on. The truth is, I'd say 90% or more of the colleges you go to, you'll just go there, do a voter drive, help a lot of people out for an hour to 2 hours, and leave, and it's all fine. And people are welcoming, and even people you don't register may come up and say, hey, thank you so much for doing this as they walk by. And small percentage of the time, someone makes you fill out a form and you can keep on doing what you're doing. If they kick you off, it's very undramatic, and we're always polite and just leave and find another college or courthouse or, DMV, Walmart parking lot. We have backup locations. Yeah.
Denise had a question.
Denise, can you type that into the chat?
Oh, as you're typing that, I see another one from Joseph Lee. He says it probably helps to know people from that school, right? Maybe the Democratic Club there. Great if you do. Absolutely not necessary, though. You can just go to any college and start talking to people, with a clipboard and forms and registering them.
All right, time for the second installation of our quiz show. We need 3 new contestants from the audience. You'll be answering 2 questions as fast as you can, and the winner of this round gets a 50-pack of beautiful Field Team 6 postcards. Okay, who volunteers right now to be part of this second round? Just raise your hand using the reaction button there at the bottom of your Zoom screen. Who do we have? We have Cindy, we have Tammy. Denise, you've already played. It's going to be Doug. All right, so Tammy, you'll have to turn your camera on in order for us to make this work. Otherwise, we'll just keep asking. Okay, there we go. We've got Cindy. Let's get Doug in there. And Tammy's got her camera on. Terrific. Okay, here we go. We're at, whoops, do we have 3?
No.
There we go. Here we go. I knew we had 3. Okay. All right. Question.
Oh, just
number
to
1.
clarify, you can put your physical hand up. That's the fastest way to respond. So just do
Yeah,
that.
and somebody else will have to, I'm reading the question, so somebody else will have to see who raises their hand first.
I'm on
Okay.
it.
Question number 1. California Governor Gavin Newsom has set up a store for MAGA trolling merch. Which item has, quote unquote, sold out? A. Newsom was right about everything hats. B. Holy Bibles. C. Newsom water. D. Blue steaks.
Up, Doug, and then
Newsom
Cindy.
hats.
Cindy?
I was going to say the hats.
Anybody else?
Tammy.
The Bibles?
Okay, so the answer was the Bibles.
Ah,
So it's now anybody's guess here. It could be a tie because you gotta win the second question to beat or to tie with Tammy, or Tammy wins. So let's see, Tammy. Let's see what happens next. Okay, the second question is, what did Health Secretary RFK Jr. promise to announce next month? A new vaccine made out of bear meat. B, his plan to replace all hospitals with juice bars. C, misinformation on the root cause of autism. Or D, the reason birds aren't real. Doug.
C.
C. Cindy.
Autism related.
the autism one. Doug, you and I are on the same page.
And Tammy?
Yeah, see the misinformation.
Well, Tammy's got 2 out of 2, so she's the winner of our 50-pack of postcards from Field Team 6. Tammy, if you'll just email me at dale@fieldteam6.org, you can send me your address and I will get those to you.
Okay, thank you.
Terrific work, everybody. Nice work. All right. Let's see. This concludes round 2. Ding, ding. It's time for round 3 of the battle to pitch the most exciting behind-the-scenes in-person scaling team. Our final round. The events team will drop in the chat the 3 teams you're about to hear from in round 3. The Voter Drive in a Box team, the Eye in the Sky team, and the Lean Mean Gleaning Machine team. First up, introducing our Voter Drive in a Box team, it's someone you've been missing dearly. It's Jason Berlin.
Hello, everyone. I'm back. So sorry to be gone for so long. So just for right now, until we find someone to replace me, I'm heading up the Voter Drive in a Box team. Voter Drive in a Box is the one-page voter registration system that Field Team 6 has come up with that has all the links and instructions you need to hold a voter drive on one digital page. So on the front page of fieldteam6.org, if you just scroll down, look for the map and click the state you want, and you're going to see a Voter Drive in a Box. I'm going to just share my screen so you can see what that looks. Oh, I cannot share screen right now. If Darby, if you can allow me to, great. Great, you just did it. That was very fast. Thank you. Okay, so here is the home screen. Scroll down. This is our Voter Drive in a Box. We have it up and running for 9 states currently, going on 29. That's a real number. We are going to be building out 29 different voter drives in a box as fast as we can. But right now we have these 9 crucial states. Let's pick Michigan. Click on that. And here it is, your one-page guide to holding your own voter drive. So everything, all roads lead to Voter Drive in a Box. It's all here. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing the screen right now. The Voter Drive in a Box team will be working to set up a total of 29 of these state-specific voter drives in a box. We need to add 20 more. Volunteers will help do detail-intensive research on all the rules and regulations around voter registration in our target states, condense those rules and regs into the simplest possible words, could crunch it down, distill it so it's simple and easy to understand, and format it all as a voter drive in a box. Once we've stood up a total of 29 of them, volunteers on this team will then keep all the information and links within those voter drives in a box up to date. So that includes regularly checking all the links in each one and staying up to date on any legal changes or redistricting. You know, maybe doing the research on each state once a month, see if anything's changed. Usually it will not have, but we'll keep up on that. So yes, we're looking for volunteers who love research and are detail orientationalized. And that's the voter drive in a box team. So I hand it off to Carolyn with our next team.
Thanks, Jason. I am Carolyn, and I'm leading the Eye in the Sky team. So we don't have a helicopter yet, but we will still manage to watch all the moving parts you just heard about from above. So as you learned, when a new voter drive gets scheduled, the concierge team will start the flow and alert all the other teams. And from that point, it's our job to keep eyes on a master, beautiful spreadsheet that tracks all the drives and make sure that all the parts are moving forward, getting handled, getting checked off, and that nothing's falling through the cracks. If a team isn't moving forward, we check in, understand what's going on, if they need some help or what we can do to help them continue to progress. We give them a friendly nudge, and we just make sure that everything's okay and keep all the trains running on time. So if you're
Do you ever get
bossy,
to
but
use foul language?
absolutely, yes. It's encouraged. So if you are bossy but gentle, there could be a home for you on the Eye in the Sky team. And that's it. I will flip it to Corey for our final team of the night.
Thank you so much. So, final team of the night is what we're calling the Lean Mean Gleaning Machine. So after all of our voter registration drives, there's a whole bunch of data that we need to keep track of. This team will make sure that those data get into our database. There are a bunch of state-specific laws. We're working all that out, so you will always be in compliance with that. So that we know the people that we help get registered, and we can help make sure that they go out and vote, and that we can keep track of that so we can report that back to our donors and our volunteers and all the rest. It's absolutely crucial for reporting, for us to understand what's working, what isn't, for us to refine our techniques over time, and for us to report that outreach effectiveness, like I was just saying. We're looking for volunteers who are detail-oriented, good with data entry. You don't necessarily need to be the one tracking down and meeting with our folks in the team. That's what some of these other teams that you just heard from are going to be doing. But we're really looking for detail-oriented folks who are able to go in and help make sure that these data get where they need to go. So that's the Lean Mean Gleaning Machine team. It has been a nightmare learning how to pronounce that. Maybe Glean team for short. I think now we have some Q&A.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, and Corey, we can call you Mr. Glean. By the way,
As long as I get to keep my hair.
Oh, absolutely. Wouldn't change a thing. And just want to, maybe this was clear to everyone but me in how we worded it, but the Lean Mean Gleaning Machine team is dealing with the data from the completed voter forms after a voter drive. That's where we're getting the data from, and just using the bare minimum we need to track the results, make sure those people voted, find out how many people voted, refine our techniques over time. Awesome. So thank you so much, Corey and Carolyn. And yeah, let's open it up Q&A for these last three teams. Voter drive in a box team.
All right, it's not so much a question, although it was phrased as a question. It was really just a good idea from David. Are there lists of these groups with descriptions maybe on the meaning teams, maybe on the website somewhere? And I think that's a great idea, and so we should do that. Great idea, David. Thank you. We're gonna do that. Put that in. It'll be up no later than Tuesday, since Monday's a holiday.
Yes, great idea.
Any questions for the gleaning team? Any questions for the eye in the sky team? Any questions for what's the other team?
Voter drive in a box.
Oh, voter drive in a box team. Yeah. Here's a question. How quickly are we looking to get the voter drive in a box new states up? Karen, that's a great question, and I'm going to take that one. It's the answer is always as soon as possible. We try to do everything as soon as possible. So if we got 25 people to take on those 20 states and we could get them all done by tomorrow, that'd be ideal. But we're also happy if it happens within the next couple of weeks. So anyway, as soon as possible. Any other questions for these last three teams? Surely someone has questions to Carolyn about the Eye in the Sky team. No? Here we go. Bruce says, some states are rolling out increasingly restrictive rules that apply to groups that help people register. Is the voter drive in a box team able to consult with legal counsel to get these details right? Yes, all of this will be vetted by legal for sure. Thank you, Bruce. That's a good question. Here's another question from Karen. May I start with voter drive in a box and then move over to something else when those are done? Absolutely not. Nope. Once you commit to a team, you are there forever. I'm sorry, Karen. That's just the rules. No, of course you can. Yeah, absolutely. For sure. Let's see. Ask, how are you all so awesome? Kendra, you're not allowed to ask yourself a question. Not okay. All right. Any other questions? It's true, though. There are a lot of awesome people on the volunteer teams already. I mean, I don't know if you've been noticing, but Deb, who's one of our super volunteers, has been shouting out all these super volunteers that are part of these teams already. So giving you a little color on how great everybody is, which is great. So thank you, Deb. Sharon says you can check out the Mobes team anytime you like, but you can never leave. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Now I got that stuck in my head.
Unless you want to give up your firstborn.
Marty says, I'm not clear on where the form is to sign up for one of these teams. Let's see if I can paste it as a reply to you. I can. There you go, Marty. It's kind of buried in a paragraph that keeps getting posted by the events team in the yeah, there it is. There's the paragraph just got posted by Melanie, but the link is buried in that paragraph. And then Carolyn just did it as well. So it's the last posted.
Thank you.
All right. I do think that we do have, unless there's any questions, we'll give it. I'll be like the auctioneer. Any other questions? And sold. Okay, so now it's time for our last quiz. Right? I've lost my place. I have to get there. Oh, here we go. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. There we go. It's the last quiz. So I need three more. I need three more people to play. So if you could raise your hands virtually. This is the climactic installation of our quiz show. We need 3 new contestants. You'll be answering 2 questions as fast as you can. And the winner of this round gets a genuine Field Team 6 t-shirt. This is the same t-shirt that we'll be sending to each one of our new voter drive leaders in their shiny voter drive kit. All right. Who wants to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Raise that virtual hand now.
All right. Karen, it looks like.
Karen, Adrian, and I need one more because Denise has played. Is that not true? I've got Adrian. Let's give Adrian, if you can come on camera, that allows us to put you up here. One more. I need one more. Who's going to raise their hand? A t-shirt is on the line, ladies and gentlemen. This is a big prize. There we go. Lucy. Lucy's got her hand up. Let's get Lucy up on screen. Adrian, is it possible to turn your camera on? There we go.
Yeah.
That'll work.
No, well, we need to see someone's hand.
Oh no, I guess we can't see if you raise your hand, so we do need you on camera if you're gonna play. Adrian, you want to come over to my place?
Can I join his camera?
Sure.
Yes. What's his name? So
Yeah,
we-
we'll need to know what his name
Yeah.
is so that we can put him up on screen.
That's my husband.
We're good, but we're not that good.
Or
I know,
just
but
have
I
him-
gotta find you. What's his name?
Rover.
Oh, Doug. Okay.
Yes.
And then we should mute you again, Adrian, so that we don't get cross feedback there. All right, here we go. We've got Adrian, who is named Doug in this particular screen. That's fine. All right. I think we're ready. So get ready to raise your hand as quickly as you can if you know the answer to this question. And the first question is, what bizarre comment did Trump make about Gavin Newsom during a recent cabinet meeting? A, he's got some strange hand action going on. B, his hair is worse than mine. C, I don't usually say this, but those legs, wowza. D, I could bench way more than him.
Karen.
Oh, it was absolutely about his hands.
Anyone else? Anyone else? All right, we're going to question number 2.
That wasn't right? Or
You
was
were
it?
right. You
Okay,
were right.
yeah. I mean, like
All
Trump
right.
should talk about hands.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, so we're either going to have somebody tie Karen or Karen's going to win. Who's ready to tie Karen? Here we go. Out of the following 4 things Trump has actually said about windmills, which was the reason he cited last week for halting construction of the Revolution wind farm, which was 80% complete? A, windmill noise causes cancer. B, unspecified national security interests. C, a windmill will kill many bald eagles. It's true. After a certain number, they make you turn the windmill off. D, wind farms drive whales absolutely loco. And the answer is, you'll have to unmute Adrian, aka Doug.
C.
C. You are saying it's a windmill will kill many bald eagles. It's true. After a certain number, they
Bald
make
eagles,
the
yes.
windmill off. That is not correct.
Yes.
Anybody else?
I think,
What do you got,
Lucy.
Karen?
Go ahead, Lucy.
I think it's the whales. D.
That is not correct.
I
Karen,
think it's A.
you think it's
Is it
A? It is not A.
We're all wrong. We're all.
All right, I'm going to read them again. A, windmill noise causes cancer. B, unspecified national security interests. C, a windmill will kill many bald eagles. It's true. After a certain number, they make you turn the windmill off. D, wind farms drive whales absolutely loco.
So then it's got to be national security.
It is. It is national security. He's not worried about getting cyber protections or handling Ukraine to Russia. The real threat to security is wind.
Tulsi Gabbard.
That's right. All right, Karen, you are a winner. All
Thank
you have to do is email me at dale@fieldteam6.org and send me your address and size, and I will send you a t-shirt. All right. It is time to drop the links in the chat again for all of you to sign up for the team of your choice. Let's also list all of the teams in the chat so you can be reminded. Yes, some of them are fun names. Some of them we didn't get them fun in time for this, but we'll make them fun in the long run. So don't worry if you sign up for a boring named team, it will be fun later. All right, Jason, wrap it up.
All right. So thank you all so much for being here and for signing up for these teams. This will be the fuel that gets the shuttle into orbit. That's what you are. So, okay, 2 nights ago in Iowa's State Senate District 1, super red area, which went for Trump last November by 11.5 points, Democrat Caitlin Dray won in a 10-point landslide. I just got chills again. That 10-point landslide. So that represents a 21.5 point swing to the left since last November. Yes, democracy is being attacked every day, but democracy is also fighting back every day. And some days we are winning, especially when those days are election days. this Iowa news is huge, and it's also exactly in line with what we've been seeing since last November. Almost every election since then has swung left by 8 to 25 points. So, you know, the masterminds behind Texas's attempted grand theft Congress drew boundaries for 5 new House districts in such a way that each new district will now be plus 10 for Trump. 10 points. Pretty scary. Consider, again, that almost every election since last November has swung left by 8 to 25 points. Okay? Shh, don't tell them. Don't tell them. They may not get those 5 districts. And there's another thing they haven't taken into account, which is you, which is all of us together. In Texas, Field Team 6 is going to be fighting for 2 of those swing districts. We had these swing districts picked out before they did the redistricting. After redistricting, they're still swing districts. So we're still there, 28 and 34. But across the country, we're going to be fighting for a total of 63 swing House districts. Because we need to take back the House in 26 and stop fascism cold, so that in 28 we can crush it completely. To do that, as we've said, we need to launch the biggest voter drive campaign since civil rights, and you are how we do this. So our almost 37,000 volunteers nationwide and growing every day are also how we do this. This armada of teams, which we are tentatively working title, we're calling it the Great Registration Race. This will be the greatest voter drive support system ever built. And this is how we do this. So thank you for harnessing your talents to this voter registration movement. And together, let's save our democracy. Come on. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you soon. Sign up for all the teams.
Thanks, everybody.
So on that form, is there someplace for the teams that I missed, or just the interests and then put the teams at the bottom?
Yep. Just put it under interests.
Yes, at the very bottom.
At
Perfect.
the very bottom, just put a list. Okay.
Yeah.
All done.
Nice.
Thank you,
Thank you all
Bruce.
so much.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening. We'll see you on the other side.
Night all.
Good night.